This is a SmartSat pulse oximetry analyzer. The SmartSat pulse oximetry analyzer is used for testing, troubleshooting, and simulating pulse oximeters and pulse oximeter probes. And it's utilized by pulse oximetry manufacturers, third-party probe manufacturers, hospital biomedical engineering departments, medical service organizations, and research and development groups for accurately simulating, testing, and troubleshooting pulse oximetry. On one side, the SmartSat has an RS-232 port which can provide remote testing of the SmartSat or closed-loop testing, as well as control over the contrast of the display and power port. On the other side, there is the SpO2 simulator port, as well as probe analyzer ports which can test Detectometer, Nellcore, Oximax, BCI, Nonin, and Masimo LSES probes without the need for adapters. To begin testing an oximeter, simply power the SmartSat on. Then, once booted up, select SpO2 Sim, Manual. Then, using the arrow keys, change the oximeter brand to whichever you are using. In this case, Masimo. Next, simply connect the SmartSat to the oximeter where a probe would normally be plugged in. Finally, power on your oximeter. At this point, the device will display the simulated data from the SmartSat. As you can see, the data displayed on our Masimo oximeter is the same as what the SmartSat is showing. You can easily change the data being simulated by once again selecting SpO2 Sim, Manual, then using the change plus and minus buttons to modify the values. Although the numbers change in real time, there will be a short delay in reading that data on the pulse oximeter due to its SpO2 settling time. All of these settings can also be controlled through the RS-232 port. In order to set this up, connect the SmartSat to a computer with an RS-232 cord. Then, on the SmartSat, select Setup and change the serial port to Remote Control. Next, in the terminal software of your choice, in the terminal preferences, set terminal to CR and LF and turn on local echo. And, in communications, set the baud rate to 1200, data bits to 8, stop bits to 1, and parity to none. All of this information can also be found in the SmartSat manual. Now, all we need to do in order to change the oxygen saturation level to 99 and the heart rate to 120 is enter SSS099 and SSR120. Once again, additional commands can be found in the SmartSat manual. As you can see, the change is reflected immediately on the SmartSat. To begin testing a probe, plug it into the proper port on the side, then change the manufacturer to that of the probe. In this case, we will be using a Nellcore probe with a shorted photosensor. When we disconnect the probe, both the photosensor and LED display open, since they are both now open circuits. In the last example, we used repetitive sweep, which tests continuously. In some cases, though, you may want to use single sweep mode, which stops sweeping on any fault. To switch, simply press Swap Mode. One thing to remember while testing probes is that in some cases the faults are intermittent, and therefore you should bend the cable in various places at any connection in order to test for breaks. For more information, please view additional video demonstrations from our library and contact us directly or by email at clinicaldynamics.com.